Hi, my name's Aurora Sanchez. This is my presentation on classroom organizational structure presentation for a preschool classroom. Classroom expectations. Expectations allows the children to understand that there's structure in the classroom, that there's two different behaviors, or maybe more, but there's the main one is there's outside behaviors and indoor behaviors, meaning that it's okay to be loud outside, but indoors we want to use our little quiet voices and communicate and not yell. Um, it also teaches self regulation. Children can learn how to regulate and calm their bodies if something's not going their way when following the class expectations. In one of the readings, it said teachers can post a simple few classroom rules on the wall along with pictures or photos or icons to demonstrate what the rules say. And I'm a firm believer that if you post the rules with pictures of the children currently in the classroom, the children can relate to it more because it's their friend doing it, and also because they want to be on that picture as well too. So they'll wait their turn when it's their turn to be the one who says quiet voices. Students, age group, and teacher count. In this preschool classroom, the ages are 3 to 4 years old. There is one lead teacher, one assistant teacher, and a floater who does covers breaks and lunches. Sometimes that floater will work as a one-on-one when there's challenging behaviors or a child's having a hard time with transitioning or interacting with other children. Teamwork has a positive effect on children's behavior and the classroom climate. The children can feed off of our energy. So if the classroom does not have a positive team work or team communication, the children will feed off of that and you will get those behaviors that teachers are concerned about. Play and routine expectations. So on the side, there's a picture right here about building social skills, and these social skills have about learning how to share, how to give a hug, and giving high fives. I think those are really important for children to also learn. Um, you want to listen for teach children to listen for transitional warnings and to look at a sound timer and give warnings at 5 and 2 minutes. Sometimes if you have a child who has very difficult times with transitioning, you want to give him at least a 10-minute transitional warning and then the 5 minute and 2 minute, but at the child's level, going to the child and not yelling at the child, but speaking to the child clearly and letting them know it's almost cleanup time. And after cleanup time, we're going to go outside or we're going to do an activity so that way the child knows what's next. And it teaches them sharing and to be kind to others. You want to share and not just that you use the word sharing. We want to teach them also to be kind to others by saying, "No, thank you, I'm playing it with it right now," or saying, "Yes, you can play with it." Um, Cleanup time is another routine and expectation, and that one, you're teaching the children how to put all the toys together and put them where they belong, and asking for helping hands. They can help each other to put the toys away. And it's very important to have your containers and your cubbies labeled with the pictures of the toys so the children know where it goes and it's a smoother cleanup and transition. And another expectation is use kind words while you're playing, like saying please and thank you, telling your friend you're doing a good job, or I like how you're playing with the doll. So this other quote is brief, clear, and direct request improves the ability of young children to understand what is expected. Again, like I said, go to the child's level, speak to them and not at them. So age appropriateness of expectations. So I have the expectations that is more common in our classroom, and it's the eyes are watching, ears are listening, voices are quiet, and body is calm. As you can see here, eyes are watching covers approaches to learning, language, and literacy. Um, Ears are listening, approaches to learning language and literacy as well. Quiet voices covers a lot of the domains because it helps the children with self-regulation. If they're quiet, they're listening, they're absorbing, they're understanding what's next, they're understanding the classroom rules. Body and calm covers again language and as a lot of social and emotional development as well, because they're learning how to regulate themselves and be calm and be ready for the next thing. The rules are easy to follow. The expectations are simple, clear, and direct. They meet the child's developmental needs, expressing emotions and language, relationships with other, independency, reasoning, and problem-solving skills. Each expectation has two or more domains. You build behavior by establishing routines, setting clear rules with children, and modeling kindness and respect. And again, I got these from the ELAFs. Improvements for age appropriateness. One of the improvements that I would like to do is modeling the classroom rules. Not only are we modeling with the children's pictures, but us as the teachers, as adults, we need to show them. For example, I want to add walking feet. We use walking feet, but children learn visually. So when you tell them no running in the classroom, the only thing they visualize is running. And then some other children like to go around the walking feet and do the speed walk. So we want to show them what walking feet look like. So it's really important that during circle time, you're modeling these behaviors and introducing the new expectations at circle time so that you can demonstrate what these new expectations are. Teachers can also use pair gestures with verbal instructions and then provide immediate reinforcements for the following directions given with gestures. So that's pretty much what I was saying, using the modeling behaviors when you're trying to give them the instructions. The second one I would do was on the social expectations. I would add pictures of the children instead of clip art and place them throughout the classroom, not just on one poster. Having them on one poster can be overwhelming. So you're seeing a box of 6 different things versus one or two together with just a simple label, like right there it says high fives and give hugs, and just placing them throughout the whole classroom in different areas so they can always be looking at different social rules and expectations. And number 3, adding social emotional images and photos throughout the classroom in different areas for the children to point and express how they're feeling. I think that's important because some children do not know at this age still how to express what they're feeling. So if they're seeing a picture of a child who is feeling sad, they can tell the teacher, "Oh, that's how I feel right now." So I think having that can help improve the classroom as well. So communication of expectations. Having communication is not just verbal, but communication is also having clear and direct visuals. So picture schedules, they create children are created for children to follow a daily routine. Classroom roles and expectations are written with 1 or 2 words, accompanied by pictures. And the transitioning warnings are verbally and using visuals such as sound timers and stopwatches, and teaching teachers modeling the behaviors, another form of communication, and working as a teamwork. The rules and expectations make more sense to children when they are illustrated with examples, non-example pictures, and photos and role playing. So it's all really important. So in my pictures here, I have a calming corner, and the visuals there is how to calm your body, the breathing techniques, and also social emotional pictures of feeling happy, sad, mad, angry, surprised. And there's a little bigger picture on the side. And the doorway entrance in before you enter the classroom, there's also another parent board on the side with the schedules and expectations of the children. And on the other side is classroom art for the children to see as they enter the classroom. Appropriateness of communication. So communication comes in both verbal and visual forms in the classroom. The picture schedule is at the child's level. It allows the children to walk to the schedule and see what is coming next after breakfast or after lunchtime or snack time. Teachers use clear directions during transitions and let children know what's next. The calming area has a calm down visuals, and the communication should always be respectful and encouraging, using praises and affirmations of like they did an amazing job so the children can feel happy. Teachers need to phrase requests positively with do instructions rather than don't instructions. Children love to hear how good they're doing, so we want to encourage them like, let's do this. And instead of hearing like, don't be running, don't hit your friends, um, don't use the word no either. Children, we don't know how many times you hear the word no and don't at home. Let our classroom be the safe place of hearing let's do this with happiness and encouragement and respect. Cultural and family values alignment. So in this classroom, the dramatic area has different cultural pictures and diversity pictures along the classroom. Um, each of the learning environments, I didn't put all of them, do have pictures of different diversities and cultures. In the library area has the books. Dramatic area has culturally different dress up clothing, posters, food, baby dolls. Some of them also have traditional garments as well. The library has multicultural books and posters, as I said before, and the cubbies and the walls also have diversity and culture posters posted on them, as I said before. Social interaction with peers during play provides children with necessary feedback to correspond with their actions. Um, so again, on the parent board, there's different cultural stuff because parents are invited to bring a recipe and share with the family and with the children the recipe from their culture or their tradition, and we post them up sometimes. Teachers help children understand um, that peers play and behavior may look and feel different from their own because of different cultural practices, and they support children as they gradually learn negotiate different sets of expectations between home and early educational settings. Sorry, that's my grandbaby. So, my reflections. How do expectations create a positive and predictable learning environment? Well, the expectations create a safe and healthy learning environment for children. It teaches children how to respect others and themselves. Children learn what to expect throughout the day. So, having the rules allows them to feel safe and able to explore and know when is the right time to go explore free time and play versus not knowing and then they getting redirected because they're not going and doing what is expected from them. Um, how do they support relationships and interactions? They support relationships and interactions because children hold themselves accountable. They'll if they see one of their friends not coming to circle time and having quiet voices, they'll tell them, "Remember, quiet voices, teachers talking," or "eyes on teacher." They'll hold each other accountable and talk to each other. They follow the rules throughout the day. It's always allows them to learn that there are rules in the world. So children learn them from the classroom. They know expectations. So when they go in other places, they know that there's rules and expectations as well. It also teaches them how to respect each other and themselves and how to be kind. How do they reduce stress and promote safety? They reduce stress and promote safety only if they're done consistently and routinely. Following the rules, the expectations, and the daily schedule routinely, religiously, the children will always know what's next. They'll be able to predict what they're doing next. They'll be able to understand and feel safe to go to the next activity. Even though there may be changes because there's um, a family event or there's a guest speaker, whatever it may be, as long as the teachers are letting the children know ahead of time, the children can still continue to feel safe and know what is expected of them. Thank you for listening to my presentation, and I hope it was understandable and you enjoyed it.